Hello everyone, this is Positive Vibes here, and I hope you all are having a nice day today. Today I just finished up my first day back at work since Christmas, which wasn't all that long ago. It was only like a 4-day weekend for me, so nothing like too strenuous for me to come back to. I just came back to a kind of a slow day. It's still kind of the holidays technically. Not a lot of people are wanting to really go out right now, especially to a heart clinic right now, with the time of the year and the pandemic going on and all. But we still had a steady flow of patients coming in, so I still got plenty of patient interactions. Gave out my usual compliments today, noticing what people were wearing. If they had on a nice green shirt that they had on, and I noticed it, I would give them a compliment after I finished screening them and send them on through. Same with any like shoes, hats, jewelry, anything like that, just to try and bring a smile to their face. Got the usual like laughs, smiles, sometimes the occasional ignoring. All that's usual. Don't have any interesting stories to tell there. Just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know about that. Instead, my story today actually has to do with something that didn't really happen to me directly, but to the doctor that I work with and the nurse that he has employed with him. Both of them haven't been working together as long as I have with the doctor. His previous nurse had kind of switched over to a hospital earlier this year, and she switched around in the clinic to work with him. And they've been a pretty good team this year. She is able to keep up with some of the demands that he needs, some of the things that the other nurses aren't really able to intuit. She's a bit more experienced than the other nurses, so she's usually on her toes, and nothing really gets past her. She always makes sure that everyone's ready and always has good notes for him to check. They get along really well, so they work really well. And one of the things that they have established together that works really well in the clinic is kind of a recognition for the patients that we interact with. And by that I mean that if they see a name or see a face, they immediately know who it is and what's going on with them and any stories that we've talked about them, like if they've gone fishing, if they've had any vacations, kids, sports, hobbies, interests, all that kind of stuff. And that may not sound like a big deal, but our clinic gets, no kidding, around 100,000 patients through it each year. And even divided up over 12 patients, or not 12 patients, 12 doctors, that's still a lot of patients to keep up with. And that's not even including all the patients that he will see in hospitals or in out-of-town clinics. So this doctor and nurse see a lot of people, and they interact with a lot of people. They go through a lot of problems, have a lot of stories to talk about. And one of the things that I noticed today particularly is about how many people they were recognizing. It was just, they didn't even hesitate. It's like as soon as they saw the name, it's like, oh, this is so and so, and they go in and immediately start striking up a conversation about their latest interest. And it was one of those things where, as a scribe and a medical assistant that's aspiring to be a doctor myself, I usually try to take away what I can from my interactions with those two. But seeing this in particular, I felt like was something I could share with you guys today, because the patients, each time when my doctor and my nurse do this, they just light up. And the reason for that is because it makes them feel remembered, special, not just like a face or a name or a number or anything like that. It feels personable to them. And that's kind of usually what you want if you're in healthcare, if you're going into a clinic to receive treatment. You don't want to just be another face. You want to be treated special, because to you, your health is special. And my doctor, my nurse, be sure to do that. And not just with the patient's health, but just with their lives as well. They check in with any hobbies, any updates in the family, and more specifically today, some deaths in the family. which is really sad to hear about. We always hate to see it happen, but because of how well they know our patients, they know who the deaths particularly impact and can speak with those patients, help them go through any grief and just like any memories if they need to. And it helps form a strong bond and relationship between the doctor, the nurse, and the patients. And it's something that I aspire to achieve my own one day. I don't work that closely with the patients or the medical information that my doctor or the nurse does, so they are able to recognize them a lot better than I do, but I still try to aspire to it. Um, and my point with you guys today is not that you need to try and set up ways to remember every single person you come into contact or anything like that, but just try to take a little bit away from each interaction you have for someone, and when you get to interact with them again in the future, just like that little bit that you took away can help build on that next interaction to make it a lot more quality. Um, it's one thing to talk about the weather, one thing to talk about sports. It's a whole another thing to talk about that and then next time you talk, build on that from the previous conversation. It can make a lot of people's day, and I know in my case today, it made several people's day, and I got to witness that. And this isn't the first time I've seen this happen. I've seen it happen several times, but for some reason today, it just really stuck with me, and I wanted to let you guys know that. So if you are interacting with someone in the future, just like listen closely for just a little bit. Pick up on something that you can use or that you just really find interesting about that person, and just go from there. And who knows, maybe you can bring a smile on their face in the future. Anyways, that does it for my video today. I kind of messed around with my audio a little bit, so it might be a little bit louder. Let me know if it's a bit too loud, and if it is, I apologize. I'll adjust it right away to make sure that I get that fixed. Anyways, hope you guys are having a nice day. Hope we can all spread happiness and smiles to everyone across the world and show everyone that good things do happen all around us. And of course, hope you all continue to have a nice day. Don't know why I said that twice, but you know what I mean. Anyways, goodbye.